We're going to explain how to delete highlighted cells in Excel. There isn't a single button to instantly delete only highlighted cells, but we can achieve this using a few simple methods. Let's go through them step by step. 1. Using Go to Special. This is probably the easiest way. First, highlight all the cells you want to delete. Then, press Ctrl+G or CMD+G on a Mac to open the Go to dialog box. Click on Special. In the Special Cells dialog, select Visible Cells Only. Make sure your highlighted cells are visible if you have filtered the data. Click OK. Now only your highlighted cells will be selected. You can simply press the Delete key to remove them. Remember, this method only works if the highlighted cells are directly adjacent to each other, without any blank cells interrupting. If they are scattered, you'll need another approach. 2. Using a helper column and filtering. If your highlighted cells are not contiguous, a helper column is your friend. Let's say your data is in column A. Insert a new column B next to it. In cell B1, enter a formula like ILIF A1, delete, and drag it down. This formula checks if the corresponding cell in column A is blank. If it's blank, it leaves the cell in column B blank, otherwise it writes delete. Now filter column B by selecting the filter option, usually a drop-down arrow in the header. Filter column B to show only the cells that contain delete. This will select all the rows with highlighted cells. Then select the entire filtered range in column A and simply delete the data. Remember to unfilter the column afterward. You can modify this helper column approach based on your highlighting criteria. For example, if you highlight cells based on color, you can use the conditional formatting features of Excel to incorporate it within the formula. 3. Using VBA for advanced users. If you're comfortable with VBA, you can write a macro to delete highlighted cells. This is the most powerful and flexible approach, especially if you have complex highlighting patterns or perform this operation frequently. However, VBA requires programming skills and is not ideal for beginners. A simple VBA code might look like this. Sub-delete highlighted cells. Dim cell as range for each cell in selection, if cell interior. Color index XL none. Then, check if cell has any color, fill cell. Clear contents, end if next cell, end sub. You would need to record a macro to adapt this to your exact needs. Remember to save your workbook as a macro-enabled workbook. These methods offer different levels of complexity depending on the specific scenario. The Go to Special method is best for simple contiguous highlighted cells, whereas the helper column method is better for scattered highlighted cells. VBA should be considered when you have a lot of repetitive tasks or need to automate complex delete operations. Choose the method that best suits your skill level and data structure.